Hannah here. So welcome to your core focus for today. We have a doozy, yes we do. And today's kind of a fun one because there is no curl or crunch in sight, but boy are we going to work that core, that midsection. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going a little bit heavier for this Pilates girl. I'm using a 10-pound weight. You can go ahead and use absolutely no weight at all. You can go a little heavier if you want. You can go a little lighter if you want. You do you. So I'm just going to place mine down in the middle of my, sort of to the side of my mat. And I'm going to start at the back of my mat. So from here, feet are underneath of our hips, chin into the chest, belly button into the spine, rolling down. Let that ponytail lead to the floor for me. And then rolling all the way back up. Oh, and exhale, build that spine up against the wall. And roll our shoulders back. And again, chin into the chest, belly button into the spine, rolling down. Good. And then rolling all the way up. You know it's building, don't you guys? It's the calm before the storm. Oh yeah. Chin into the chest, belly button into the spine. Bend our fingertips to the floor, bending our knees. We walk out in a little bear hover for 3, 2, 1. And we walk back, bending those knees as we come back in for me. Good. And rolling back up. And again, rolling down, speeding it up a little bit. Knees bend. And then come. And all the way back in, they bend. Noticing how my heels were up as I did that. So from here, heels lift for me. And heels stay lifted as I bend the knees, and then they land as I roll up, roll the shoulders back, and again, we're going to do 3 more here. And guys, this is a great little duo as our warm-up and also our first core move. Chin into the chest, belly button into the spine, rolling out, good, and coming all the way in. You're all thinking, Hannah, are we doing anything else, or is this it for the day? Yes, guys, this is it. We're just going to be doing this for the next 20 minutes. No, guys, I promise you, there's some other fun stuff as well. We're going to do 1 more for me, and then rolling down. Walk out in our little bear walk out. Good, holding in our plank for 10. This is a little bonus. 9 and 8 and 7. We can come down to these knees if we need to. And 6, look towards the end of the mat. 5, 4, relax our shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, drop down to our knees. And let's go ahead and roll onto your back. So the first move is my favorite new move. We're going to go ahead and bring the weight into our left hand for me. Extend the arm all the way up to the sky for me. And bring our right arm out into a T. Press that palm down. Now, I want you, before we do anything, to think about really getting those shoulder blades and plugging them in to the floor. So we don't want those blades coming up off the floor. That lower back is connected as we start to bring our right leg up into tabletop and our left leg. Squeeze those legs together like they're super glued. I'm going to bring my legs over towards you like a little windshield wiper. Good. Only coming as far as I can keep those shoulders plugged in. And exhale as I come back through center. And again, inhale as it comes away from the weight. And back to the center. And again, inhale, plug those shoulders in. And exhale back through center. Yes, we are working and whittling that waist, baby. And again, we have 4 more. And now, we can add on or we can absolutely stay here. So if this is plenty for you, you stay here. Otherwise, on the next time, we're going to come over to the side, extend our legs like a little can-can, and come back to the center with straight legs, bending them back to the center. We come over like a windshield wiper, shoulders still down, extend our legs on the diagonal, like a little windshield wiper, we come back, and we bend. Over towards that right side, extend our legs, come back through center, and bend. Let's do 3 more for me. Yeah, isn't this fun, guys? Now, are our shoulders still plugged into that mat? We don't want to go to the point of no return, where we're like, I'm flat on the floor. Guys, it might happen, but you're in the comfort of your own living rooms, so what's the worst that can happen, right? You just laugh at yourself. Good, let's do 1 more for funsies. Over to the right, extend, back through center. Now either stay with that or keep our legs straight. And we come over to the right and back through center. Now guys, how are our shoulders doing? Are they plugging into that mat? Are we keeping that lower back ever so slightly connected to the mat so there's no little mouse holes? And are our ribs lovely and melted down into our torso? We have 2 more. And back through center. And 1 more. Keep it out of the neck. And bend our legs, switching over to that second side. I know, what good fun. Let's extend that other arm up. So we're going to reach that right arm up for me. Left arm comes into that T. Extend our legs and bring them up to a tabletop position. So our knees are over our hips, our shins are parallel to the floor, our toes are pointed. Our lower back is connected. Again, plug those shoulders in. We let our legs come over to the left like a little windshield wiper and exhale as they come back through center. And again, inhale using that breath and exhale. And again, we inhale and we exhale. Good. We have another 6. Are our shoulders down into that floor? And 5. Are our legs zipper together? And 4. Are we breathing, guys? I know. On top of everything else, we want to breathe. And just a little reminder about what our wrist is doing. So we're holding the weight. If we're holding the weight, we want to have our wrist in line with our forearms. We don't want to be breaking at that wrist for me. Good. We have 2 more. And last one, we stay over to the left. Either stay here or extend the legs on the diagonal. Come back with straight legs and bend. We come over like a windshield wiper. Extend the legs like a little nice tall arm windshield wiper now. And bend. So it's a little bit like when your legs are in tabletop, your windshield wipers have been cut off. And when your legs are nice and long, you now have full-length windshield wipers. I know. Endless analogies, guys. And we're going to do 1 more. And then we can either stay here or we can keep our legs long. So like those full-length windshield wipers. We come over to the left and exhale back through center. Now, guys, check in. Remember, guys, I'm going to say about the shoulders. I'm going to say about the breathing. I'm going to say about the ribs tucked in. And I'm going to say about that back having no little mouse holes underneath of the spine. We're going to do 2 more for me. And back through center. And 1 more for me. And back through center. Let's bend those legs for me. Bring the feet to the floor. And let's bring that weight, if we have one, into our hands. So we're going to have 1 little hexagon in each hand for me. I'm going to extend my arms over my chest. Relax those shoulders back and down. From here, let's bring our legs up into tabletop and extend them up to 90. Again, no mouse holes. We're going to have our right leg stay where it is and our left leg lowers down. We're going to lower both legs down a couple of inches. So it's almost like you're crafting with your kids and the scissors got stuck by the glue. So that stays completely still. The lower body stays still. Upper body, we inhale as we reach the weight behind us and exhale as we come back. And again, inhale as we come over and exhale as we come back. We have 4 more. Now guys, it's super important here. That's right, I said super important, very Americanized of me, to have that lower back into that mat. We don't want it puckering off. We have 2 more here, and then those scissors, they're going to get stuck in the other direction. And last one for me. And switching sides. We're going to switch the legs for me. Lower them slightly. From here, inhale as we reach the arms. Exhale as we come back. Now guys, if your range of motion in the shoulders isn't particularly great, maybe you're not coming all the way to the floor behind, and that's absolutely fine. We want to make sure that those ribs aren't flaring. And when I say flaring, I mean reaching up to the sky. We don't want that. Good. We have 2 more for me. Inhaling as we reach over and exhaling as we come back. And last one, inhale And exhale. Bring everything in. Lovely. Now, let's bring the weight to the side for me. Just going to roll him out of the way. I'm going to bring my arms onto the floor, almost like goalposts. So, we're like the number 11. Now, if that's uncomfortable for you, let's bring our arms in a T and press those palms down onto the floor. Otherwise, we're going to bring our legs into tabletop for me again. Again, all of those checks are in place. Relaxing our upper body. Ribs melted down. Back connected. Pelvis neutral. We're going to inhale as we dip the toes towards the floor. And we're going to exhale as we lift them up and come into a reverse curl. And again, inhale as we dip. And exhale as we lift and reverse curl. So whilst we're doing this, can we see about not moving our upper body? So as we curl up our lower half, we're not thinking about crunching up our upper half, okay? That stays completely still. Good. Are we still breathing? Inhale to dip and exhale through the mouth as we lift. 3 more for me. And exhaling to lift, squeeze the legs together. 2 more. And watch that range of motion. Maybe you can't go all the way to the floor, and that's absolutely fine. And last one. And exhale to lift. Hug those legs in. Rock a bit from side to side. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to meet onto our tummies. So flip onto your tummies for me. We're going to have our arms like Superman. And take a second to readjust on the mat. Now, we're going to go ahead. Arms are nice and long, about shoulder distance apart. Legs are going to go ahead and be about hip distance apart in a parallel position. From here, neck is nice and neutral. Nice long back of the neck, no creases or wrinkles. We're going to inhale as we lift the upper body and the lower body up off the ground. And then go ahead, lower the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes into the floor, and exhale, come on up into our push-up. Lower all the way back down, untuck the toes and reach the arms. Again, inhale as we come up into that banana, lower down, and exhale, come up into our push-up. Now guys, carry on like that if we're good on the toes. If the toes aren't for us and we're more about the knee push-up life, then we can absolutely do the same. We just push up from our knees. And guys, I really want to make sure that we're not slinking up. So what I don't want to see, I don't want to see like a little worm coming up, right? I don't want to see that. I want to see whatever you can do to keep straight from your tailbone to the crown of our head. Good, you got it. So continuing either with our full push-ups or on our knees for me. Belly button into the spine. Good, you got it. Last one for me. And we Superman. And tuck the toes if we're coming into our full push-up or onto our knees. And then let's bend our knees and walk back to that little bear hover. 3, 2, 1, and roll up. 4, 3, 2, 1, roll our shoulders back. Now, we're going to be standing for the last exercise. Let's grab hold of our weight again. Again, guys, you can absolutely do this with our weight. You can absolutely do this with a heavier weight or a lighter weight. So I'm going to take that weight into my right hand. I'm going to have my right hand so it's facing towards the camera, and my elbow is nice and tucked for me, so we're not winging it out to the side. From here, make sure you've got plenty of room behind us. We're going to come into a reverse lunge for me with our right leg, reaching our left arm out into a T. We're going to reverse lunge back. We're going to come on up, and we're going to shoulder press and reach over to the side again. So we step back, toes are facing forward, bending the back knee and the front leg. Step back together and reach over for me again. Stepping back, bending both knees, torso stays parallel. Exhale, reach over like we're between 2 panes of glass. 2 more for me. Exhale, good. And coming back. And we have 1 more for me. Together, reaching over and gorgeous. Now, switching sides. Again, now the weight is into our left hand, it's into that racked position onto the shoulder. Right arm is out to the side, plug those shoulders in. From here, we're going to reverse lunge back with our left leg. We step back, we go ahead bending both knees, exhale, step together, and reach over. Now remember guys, as we step back, we don't want to be on a tightrope, we want to have those feet about hip distance apart. If our feet are too close together, we don't really have a hope of keeping that balance, or at least I don't. Good. And 2 more for me. Can we keep reaching that arm in a T like someone's pulling it away from you? And last one for me. And reaching over and come back. Gorgeous. Let's go ahead. Let's widen our feet for me nice and wide. Lose our weight. Chin into the chest. Belly button into the spine. Rolling down. Walk our arms over to that right side. Grounding that left foot down. Nodding the head yes. Shaking it no. Come back through center. Walking over to that second side for me. Again, keeping it relaxed in that neck. Good, come back through center. Rolling all the way up for me. And roll the shoulders back. Reaching our arms up to the ceiling. Grab hold of our right wrist. Pull the right wrist over to the left. A little bit of a side body stretch here. And then pull down and around. Come back up through center. And switch the hands for me. We pull over to the right side. We come down and around. Lovely side body stretch. Come all the way up. Lose the arms. Heel toe our feet back together for me. Big shoulder roll. Squeeze back together and down and again. Shoulders up to our ears. Squeeze back and down. Guys, you did fantastic. A complete core focus workout where you didn't have to come into one curl whatsoever, but still got a fabulous workout. Any questions, comments or queries, stick around and have a chat. Otherwise, I will see you next time.